While this battle continues, let's move back up front. We mentioned the fact Roger Penske has never won here in a stock car. Right now, his guys are running first and second, albeit 1.9 seconds apart. That's lap traffic between Brad Keselowski and Sam Hornish Jr. Here's the Penske 1-2 finishes back at Bristol and at Phoenix back in 2010 and 2011. And right now, this time by, there will be 8 laps remaining. Can you imagine how Roger's going to feel if this holds up and he gets the first inaugural win in the Nationwide Series?
Well, it certainly has to be a good feeling for the Penske organization to have these 2 cars out front right now. You just have to wonder. I mean, we know we've had some caution laps and everything to help them with fuel, but still use a lot of fuel. You're in the gas a lot here. There's Kyle Busch, who was in the pits just a little bit ago whenever all of this was going on with the 2 car. Doc, why was he back on pit road?
Well, just continuing disappointment for that team. It was overheating when he had that spin and knocked some hoses off. They got some grass on the grill, 280 degrees plus and rising, so they had to come on pit road and clean the grill off for him to go back out. Now being shown a lap down in 26th spot.
And to give you an idea about his frustration factor, he just turned the fastest lap on the track, last lap of everybody out there.
Yeah, this is whenever you start wondering, will you ever win, because you can't take the fastest car and win with it. Just things start happening, and when they're going bad in this sport, it seems like that they just continue to happen.
Well, his best finish in his last 3 starts, 23rd at Daytona. He's 26th here right now. Laps winding down, 6.5 to go, and you've got Brad Keselowski out in front of his teammate Sam Hornish Jr. now by 1.7 seconds, so no pressure from Sam. In fact, you got to drop back another 1.5 seconds to catch Ty Dillon, the 20-year-old, turning in a tremendous performance as he is running ahead of his brother, older brother, Austin Dillon. Let's get an update on the 51. How about it, Mike?
It's just a remarkable run indeed. Only his second Nationwide Series start, but it's even bigger than that. I was told, believe it or not, at the top levels of NASCAR, including the Truck Series, this is only his 15th ever start altogether. So obviously a natural adapting to the conditions. He attributed that in a conversation earlier this weekend to his ability to drive dirt cars. He said by doing that, having that experience, he learned how to adapt to a changing racetrack. That has been the case today as the sun has set and the track has gotten cooler. The conditions have changed. He's kept up with it and is about to turn in a top 5 finish here at Indy.
Last year, Ty Dillon won the ARCA race over at LOR, and he went on to win the 2011 ARCA championship. 1 year later, look at what he's doing here.
He's going to love this town.
Age, yeah, age 20. The laps continue to wind down. We're down to the final 5. Good battle going on here as there is older brother Austin Dillon trying to chase down the 18 of Denny Hamlin.
Yeah, Hamlin was just able to make a pass just a minute ago. Austin trying to see if he can get back to him and retake that 4th spot. Really thought Denny Hamlin might be more of a factor in this race today, but they seem to have fought a loose race car the majority of the day.
And you see that car back there, the 43, Michael Annett, that blue spoiler, he could be on his to $100,000. Of the 4 contenders, he is the highest running car in the Dash for Cash. Ricky Stenhouse Jr. right now is running in 8th position. Justin Allgaier is 12th, and we documented what happened to Elliott Sadler as he has continued to try and fight his way back. He is up to 16th.
You know, when Michael Annett finished the race last weekend, he didn't even think he was one of the 4 because it looked like Kenny Wallace was actually going to get that 4th spot. But Kenny Wallace and that team had a post entry, so they weren't points eligible, which made them not eligible for this Nationwide Dash for Cash.
And Kenny said it was a technicality that hurt a lot, but he took it with grace and dignity and said, hey, we'll just keep plugging on.
That's Casey Kane, just came off the pit road. He was not able to make it on his fuel load.
And I'm still not sure that we're going to see everybody up here make it.
So Casey will be 1 lap down as we're getting down to the final 3 laps coming out of turn number 4. Whoa, be careful. Don't get too close to that wall, Brad. J.R. Hildebrand can tell you what that'll do to you late in the race.
3 to go.
You heard the call. Just 3 laps to go. Of course, Casey would like to get right back around him because if there were some chance of a green-white checker, he might be able to pick up a few more spots. 38, we're getting a report. It was a right front tire.
Okay, so maybe he had enough fuel. I saw him making that pit stop here with just a few to go.
Yeah, he was running 7th at the time when they had to come in to get the tire. So thanks to the crew down on pit road to get the information for us. Brad Keselowski. How nervous were you when you realized you had a chance to win here at the Brickyard?
Oh, it was just overwhelming. I mean, you've got a job to do, but you still realize the entire time exactly where you're at and what you're trying to do and just the history of this place.
2 laps remaining, and the dash for cash money right now looks like it's in the account of Michael Annett, who is running in the 6th position. Ricky Stenhouse Jr. is 8th, 2 spots behind him. Less than 5 miles remaining here in the Indy 250, and separating Brad Keselowski from history, as well as Roger Penske continuing to add to his legacy here at this fabled Speedway.
Let you know that Elliott Sadler went back out there. He was right at about 20th, just outside the top 20. Worked his way back up. He's in the 16th spot right now.
And it means right now they would be tied in the points championship, 703 points apiece.
If this finishes up like this, Sam Hornish's good run really gets him a lot closer to that championship battle.
You heard the call. 2.5 miles remaining for Brad Keselowski and a date with history. Tim Cindric on the box, president of Penske Racing. Out of turn 2, down the long backstretch. Sam Hornish Jr., his teammate, 3 seconds behind. 2 more corners. And Brad Keselowski joins the list of Ray Haroon in open wheel, Jeff Gordon in Sprint Cup, Michael Schumacher in Formula One. He will become a first-time winner, the first winner of the NASCAR Nationwide Series inaugural event at Indianapolis.
Got your present over here. Come get it. A kit? Do I get a kit? Good job, Jeremy, everybody. That's the way to persevere right there. Everybody, awesome work.
It certainly
Great
was.
job, Team Penske, 1-2.
A 1-2 finish for Roger Penske. He gets his first NASCAR win here at the Brickyard. 3rd win of 2012 for Brad Keselowski, 20th in his career. And let's go straight to Dave Burns.
And Marty, I think with all the cheering you saw there and the continued celebration on pit road, these guys know what it means. Jeremy Bones, you just won at Indianapolis.
I didn't hear a word you said, but we just won the Brickyard. And congratulations to everybody at Penske Racing. Great day, 1-2 finish. Couldn't be happier for Mr. Penske and the whole organization, everybody back at the shop. These are brand new cars just for this race. And how can you not be excited?
Very excited down here. The team's joining Brad now on the pit wall. And Marty, it's going to be a big celebration.
It certainly will be. 15 wins for the captain in IndyCar here at the Brickyard. And now he has the first ever Nationwide Series win with that man behind the wheel, Brad Keselowski. And Keselowski has a great chance to be the first ever to double up in a weekend here at this track. Come on. Absolutely. I'm glad that fuel did not become an issue at the end. These guys just ran it hard all the way, and Brad wins up getting awful close to the wall there.
Yeah.
Careful on that celebration. We'll get a chance to talk to him as he makes his way back around the fabled 2.5-mile oval that is the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. This is the crew. Can you tell that they won the race? The first ever in the Nationwide Series here at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Yeah, guys, go celebrate. A hard-fought, well-earned victory. down a little bit. All right, we've got $100,000 to hand out. How about it, Dave Burns?
Well, standing with Michael Annette, who, you know, he finished 6th, which isn't bad at the Brickyard, but it's not the win he was looking for. But you got an extra $100,000. How do you feel about that?
I was going to say this might pay a little more, but no, this is awesome. This is the Brickyard. We're not kissing any bricks today, but we got a big cardboard check we can lay our lips on. But this was fun. You know, I was so confused this morning, and I told Flip, I said, I really don't know. I said, let's just drop the rag, and we'll figure it out when we go. And about 20 laps in, I started to realize what I needed to move forward through the field, and we just used the whole day as a learning experience. And he had a heck of a strategy that got us in the right place at the right time. We just knew we needed track position. But I can't thank Nationwide Insurance enough. Jamie Haslam, Mark Hazelwood, Mosier, Scott Wumble, everybody at Pipe, Flying J that's been with us from the beginning. This is the kind of stuff they deserve. So this is a lot of fun, and the guys, the look on their face is more important than the money, I think.
So as Brad Barnett from Nationwide comes in, we'll let Michael do with that check whatever he wants to do, and I think he's earned it after a great day today at the Brickyard. Marty?
Congratulations, Michael. Thank you, David. Let's shift gears and head over to Victory Lane, because we've got a first-time winner at the Brickyard in the first ever Nationwide event.
Roger Penske, 15 Indy 500 wins, but never a stock car win at this Hallett facility until today. And Brad Keselowski, you gave that one to the captain. Congratulations.
Thank you. You know, I've been watching races here for a long time as a kid from Michigan. And I think everybody knows how special Indy is. And any win you can have here, whether it's, you know, the 500 here in May or the Brickyard 400 here tomorrow. And now the first nationwide race is, any victory is very special here. And I'm just glad to be able to do it for Roger. I'm sure he's watching. Glad to have the support. This is the 100th win for Roger Penske in NASCAR. So that's really special for him, I know, and it's special for me to be able to be that guy to deliver it to him. But it wasn't easy. Kyle Busch was really, really fast. He had a great car today, and I think he was just a little bit stronger to us, and it was going to come down to who got through traffic better. And my guys on a discount tire Dodge delivered an awesome pit stop on the final one, and we beat him off pit road. And then it was just being, you know, disciplined and smart enough to get through traffic in one piece and get to the lead and take it from there.
Brad Keselowski celebrating in Victory Lane. He told me before today, he said when you walk in the front of Penske Racing Shop and go in the lobby, the first thing you see is those 15 Indianapolis 500 trophies, and how special would it be to give the captain a stock car one today. Marty?
And that's exactly what he did, Doc. And right behind him, his teammate Sam Hornish Jr. with a great run. Ty Dillon at the age of 20 finishes third as the party is beginning in Victory Lane, and it's going to continue well, not real late in the night for Brad, because he's got to work again tomorrow.
NASCAR Nationwide Series at Indianapolis is brought to you by The Expendables 2, Prepare to Reload, in theaters everywhere, August 17th.
Here's our ticket to the race. Next week will be on ESPN. And hope to see everybody out at Iowa Speedway, 7:30 Eastern time for that race, and then on through Watkins Glen and Circuit de Gilles Villeneuve, and on down the list all the way through the month of October into Charlotte Motor Speedway. Tomorrow we begin our NASCAR Sprint Cup Tour, noon Eastern. Coming up next, it's NHRA Sonoma Nationals qualifying at Infineon. This has been a presentation of ESPN, the worldwide leader in sports. For our entire crew, I'm Marty Reed. Till we meet again.